let's talk about the Luminous 101A 58mm black pearl wheels. I've had these about a month and I originally bought them because we were going to a roller disco for a friend's birthday and I wanted to be fabulous, obviously. So the main thing that people ask me about these wheels is their black pearl. So how does black light up? Well, actually they light up, as you can see, quite white, they're quite glowy. So my friend has the 97A white pearl and they're actually very, very similar when they light up. They're quite a whitish blue colour. So normally I'll say, spacer, don't need it, just throw it away. Ow. But this time the spacer is a really, really important part of the wheel because without it, they're not going to light up. So light up wheels work with this magnetic spacer in the middle. So you do bearing, spacer, bearing. While we're on the subject of spacers, we have to talk about the whole 7mm, 8mm scenario. So for my roll line friends who are running on a 7mm axle, like myself, they work absolutely fine with the 8mm spacers in them. See if you can tell the difference, because my right foot has an 8mm spacer in and my left foot has the 7mm spacers. I can't tell the difference, can you? If you're watching this review, it's probably because you prefer to skate in a harder wheel. And it's incredibly hard to find hard wheels in a light up. So they normally are around kind of the 85A, which for me is sort of outdoor skating. But I want them for indoor roller discos, because who doesn't want to be fabulous at the roller disco? I haven't actually skated like this yet. So this is a regular Bones 101A wheel, and these are my light ups, because ever since I've worn the light ups, I feel like they're slightly softer than a 101A. So I wanted to compare the difference. If you're a bit of a wheel geek, like me, then you'll know when you skate in a really hard wheel, you get a certain sound and you get the squeak of like a hard wheel. And I've not had that in these light up 101s. So I don't know if they're a true 101, but when I skate, it sounds different. So have a listen. Having said, like, perhaps they're not like a really, really hard wheel like a 101 might normally be, does it matter? Because look at the mobility and the slip I've got. I can do a spin. They're brilliant. I couldn't do a lot of this in an 85A, so it doesn't matter. When I change wheels, I put the wheel on, I tighten the nut as tight as it will go, and then it doesn't roll. So I'll back it off about half a turn and it rolls. Now, the problem with light up wheels is that to get them to light up with that magnetic spacer, you have to do them quite tight. So let me show you the difference. So I'm going to tighten it all the way up and then I'm going to back it off. So I've got my free roll. Now, once I've got all my wheels on, what I then do is skate round and I have to adjust them till I get the sweet spot of being tight enough to light up, but loose enough to still roll. When I go to the roller disco, I always have to carry my trusty friend here.
Hello.
Basically, what I'll do is I'll have a roll and be like, okay, that one's lighting up, that one's lighting up. Oh, but that front one isn't, so I'll give that a tighten. Okay, there we go. So I've got, oh, see that one's flashing a bit, so I would normally tighten that up a bit as well. There we are. That looks pretty good. So I'm lighting up. So it just takes a little bit of adjustment each time you change wheels just to get them lighting up again. But I always carry this with me. All the wheels are now lighting up when I roll, but let's have a look at how tight they actually are. If I roll them, you can see there's not a massive amount of roll here. But when I skate, they're still rolling and they're lighting up. So it's not an issue that they're that tight. Because you don't have a lot of free roll in these wheels, I wouldn't worry about putting something like a hybrid bearing in, because you're not going to benefit from all that extra roll because they're so tightened down. There are a few issues with this wheel, but those issues are common across all light up wheels. And I do like the fact that they're a little bit harder. And if I go to the roller disco, am I going to wear them? absolutely. They're fabulous, and I get so many good comments because they're just so beautiful and they really make me smile. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.